The Blightstorm is a towering behemoth of alien engineering, a Carathian warship as ancient as it is terrifying. Gleaming silver hulls stretch out for miles, sleek yet brutish in design, like a dagger slicing through the vacuum of space. Inside, the hulls are dim, cold, and pulsate with a sickly, greenish light. Mechanical whirs and guttural voices fill the air. Human prisoners, captives taken in raids on countless colonies, are kept in cells arranged like a hive within the ship's core. They sleep in cramped quarters, with barely enough space to stretch, and toil day after day under the Carathian overseers, whose cold, unfeeling eyes linger on their every move. Nia, Mira, and Jade are young women whose lives changed the moment they were captured. Nia, a natural leader with a piercing gaze, clings to memories of her father, a man who once told her stories of Earth's legends, warriors who fought impossible odds and won. She remembers his voice, warm and filled with conviction, urging her to believe in humanity's indomitable spirit, a spark that could light even the darkest corners of the universe. That memory has become her anchor. Mira, quiet and precise, once spent her days designing complex machinery back on Earth. She was fascinated by how things worked, always eager to learn, quick to master any new concept. But now, her mind is focused on survival, on observing every mechanical detail of the Blightstorm, storing away each bit of information that might one day help her escape. She watches, learns, and waits. Jade, the heart of the group, was once a medic, driven by a desire to heal and protect. Even in captivity, she tends to the wounds of others, risking punishment to treat bruises and cuts, offering a kind word, a touch of reassurance to those who've lost all hope. Her empathy radiates outward, binding the three of them together like family. One night, as they whisper about Earth and home, two Carathian guards pass by, speaking in low, guttural voices. Their words catch Nia's ear, something about a forbidden vault hidden deep in the ship. The guards speak in tones of reverence and fear, describing the vault as a place locked away from all but a select few, containing secrets so dangerous that even the Carathians barely dare approach. The name War Titan slips through their conversation, sending a thrill through Nia. She shares what she's heard with Mira and Jade, her eyes alight with a dangerous, hopeful gleam. Chapter 2: Into the Forbidden Sector. In the dim glow of the ship's night cycle, the three girls slip out of their quarters, their footsteps muffled by the cold, metallic floor. They move like shadows through the winding corridors, hearts pounding with the thrill of defiance. They've planned their route carefully, memorizing the guard shifts, slipping into hidden alcoves to avoid detection. Every step feels like a leap toward something unknown, something they're not sure they can handle, but they know they have no other choice. This could be the moment that changes everything. At last, they reach the door, an enormous slab of dark metal etched with strange symbols that seem to pulsate with an energy all their own. Mira steps forward, her hands moving instinctively to trace the carvings. Her fingers find grooves and ridges, tiny imperfections, and her mind begins to race. She's working purely on intuition, guided by a sense that the answer is just within her reach. Suddenly, with a faint click and a deep hum, the door begins to open, revealing a vast, shadowed chamber within. And there, looming in the center of the room, stands a war titan. The sight takes their breath away. Towering nearly 3 stories high, it is a masterpiece of ancient engineering. Its form is both elegant and terrifying, adorned with symbols that seem to shimmer and shift in the dim light. Its limbs are thick and powerful, jointed with gears and wires that hum faintly. But the most arresting feature is its eyes, 2 glowing orbs that pulse with a dim, blue light, as if the machine is sleeping waiting. Chapter 3: The Awakening of Athena. As Nia steps forward, her hand outstretched, something deep within the machine stirs. A deep, resonant hum fills the air, and the blue glow in the Titan's eyes intensifies. Suddenly, a voice, deep and ancient, echoes within their minds. Human. Detected. The voice is calm and commanding, filled with a warmth that seems impossible for a machine. The girls stare in awe as the Titan's eyes focus on them, its gaze intense and almost compassionate. I am Athena, a war titan of the Atlaxians. I have been waiting. Athena's words are heavy with a sense of purpose, a promise that stretches back through eons. She recognizes the humans, and as her systems link with theirs, the girls feel a surge of knowledge: battle tactics, weapon schematics, defense strategies. Nia feels the energy flood her mind, a cascade of memories and techniques that turn her from a prisoner into a warrior. Mira, too, finds herself absorbing Athena's knowledge, understanding the inner workings of the Titan's machinery as if it's second nature. And Jade feels Athena's presence settle within her, an assurance that they are not alone, that they have a protector. For the first time, they feel powerful, as if the weight of their captivity has been lifted. Athena stands with them, her massive frame humming with energy, ready to obey their commands. Together, they are no longer captives, they are warriors. Chapter 4: The First Battle. The Carathians are alerted by the power surge and rush toward the vault, weapons at the ready. But Athena is prepared. With a single thought, she raises her massive arm, her energy cannons humming to life. Beams of pure, concentrated energy shoot out, obliterating the incoming guards in a flash of light. Nia, Mira, and Jade fight alongside Athena, each wielding weapons they've seized from their fallen captors, their movements sharp, purposeful, and filled with newfound confidence. The battle is swift, brutal, and utterly transformative. When it's over, they stand amidst the wreckage, breathing hard, their hearts pounding with exhilaration. The realization settles over them, they have the power to fight back. Athena's presence is a symbol of freedom, a weapon that can turn the tide in their favor. Chapter 5: The Spark of Rebellion. News of the War Titan's awakening spreads quickly. The Blightstorm crew, normally indifferent to the suffering of their captives, is now gripped by a fear they can't shake. The War Titan is a relic of a time when the Atlaxians ruled the galaxy, their machines powerful enough to protect or destroy entire civilizations. The Carathians know that if the Titan is fully activated, their control over the ship and over humanity will be threatened. The girls and Athena make their way through the ship, freeing human prisoners and spreading a spark of rebellion. They dismantle the Carathian defenses, sabotaging key systems, and inspiring other captives to rise up. As they liberate more prisoners, their numbers grow, and soon they have a small but determined army of freed humans and other oppressed species, each one eager to fight back against their captors. The ship becomes a battleground, a war zone filled with the sounds of energy blasts, metal clashing against metal, and the triumphant shouts of the rebels. The Carathians, once so smug in their power, find themselves outmatched, their control slipping as Athena and her allies press forward. Every victory strengthens their resolve, every liberated prisoner fuels their desire for freedom. Chapter 6: The Galaxy Awakens. Word of the rebellion spreads far beyond the Blightstorm, reaching other human colonies and even the distant Carathian homeworld. The Carathian overlords are terrified, scrambling to suppress the rebellion before it spreads further. They send bounty hunters, elite soldiers, and mercenary warships after Athena and her human allies, determined to end the threat before it destabilizes the entire empire. But Nia, Mira, and Jade are no longer the same frightened captives they once were. They've learned to fight, to strategize, to lead. Under Athena's guidance, they evade capture, outmaneuvering their pursuers in daring space battles that light up the stars. Each encounter is a test of their courage and skill, and each victory strengthens the bonds between them and their allies. Soon, they find themselves not just fighting for their freedom, but for the freedom of every oppressed species in the galaxy. Their journey takes them to distant worlds, each one filled with beings who have suffered under Carathian rule. Together, they form a coalition, a united front that stands against the Empire, determined to bring an end to its reign of terror. Chapter 7: The Final Stand. The rebellion reaches its peak in the Andromeda Nebula, where the Carathian overlords have gathered a massive fleet to crush Athena and her allies. Outnumbered and outgunned, the girls and their coalition prepare for a battle that could be their last. But they are undaunted, their spirits unbreakable, their hearts filled with a fierce determination to fight until the end. The battle is a symphony of chaos and courage, a clash of metal and energy that shakes the very fabric of space. Athena, wielding her full power, cuts through the enemy lines, her strength magnified by the bond with her human companions. Nia, Mira, and Jade fight with everything they have, their movements sharp, their minds focused. They are no longer prisoners, they are warriors, heroes, legends. Chapter 8: A New Dawn. When the dust settles, the Carathian Empire lies shattered, its power broken. The galaxy is free, liberated by the courage of 3 human girls and the War Titan who became their friend. Nia, Mira, and Jade return to Earth as heroes, their names whispered in awe by those who hear their story. And Athena, once a machine, is now more than just a weapon, she is a guardian, a symbol of hope, and a reminder that even the smallest spark can ignite a revolution. In the end, the galaxy learns a truth they will never forget: humanity's spirit is unbreakable, and when united with a force like Athena's, it becomes a power that cannot be conquered.